In the heart of Igbo land lay the vibrant and alive village of Umuofia. Beneath the watchful gaze of a bamboo tree lived a little girl named Daberechi. Unlike other children, Daberechi possessed a unique gift, a secret gift she kept hidden within her heart. Daberechi could see things. She could see glimpses of the future. Her visions came in flashes, like fireflies dancing in the twilight. Sometimes they were joyous, but other times they were dark, like something bad is about to happen. The first time it happened, she saw Mama Neka fell from the mango tree. Tears streamed down her face. But when she told her mother laughed quietly and replied her, "My dear, Mama Neka is clumsy." But that very evening, the news came true. Mama Neka broke her leg. One sunny afternoon, while playing hide and seek, Daberechi felt a cold grip. Vision flooded her mind. A twisting brown snake bit her friend, and her friend was terrified. She screamed. She panicked. Immediately, with her eyes wide open with fear, she called out her friend, "Chioma," and she said to her, "Don't go behind that mango tree." Chioma replied her, "Why not? You scaredy cat. There is nothing there." With urgency in Dabere's voice, she said to her, "Please, Chioma, come back here. Don't go there." Chioma, not believing Dabere's warning, dashed behind the tree. A scream tears the air. Villagers rushed towards the sound. There on the ground was Chioma, a sharp sound escaping the nearby hole, revealing a slight snake. Thankfully, the bite was shallow and Chioma recovered quickly. The villagers, however, were stunned. Dabereshi's foresight, initially dismissed as childish fantasy, had saved a friend. News of Dabereshi's gift spread like a wildfire, but not everyone received it well. Her parents, while proud, worried it would isolate her from her friends and make people to look at her somehow. And her elder sister Ada, stunningly beautiful, melted it as something that is not serious. She said to herself, "Seeing things? You must be dreaming, Daberechi." Meanwhile, Ada was to be married to wealthy Chike, a man whose charm masked a hidden darkness. Daberechi continues trouble and distress by disturbing visions of Ada. Alone and weeping, felt an uncontrollable fear. She approached her sister Ada with tears rolling down her cheek. She said, "Ada, please, don't marry him. There is danger surrounding him." Ada furious and said to her, "You are just jealous. You won't know a good man if you see one." Daberechi pulled her mother's sleeve, her voice barely a whisper. She said to her mother, "Mama, I see Chike falling. He's in danger." Her mother dismissively said to her, "These are just silly thoughts, my child. Chike is a good man. This is just a happy occasion." Days passed. Daberechi can't shake the image of Chike falling. She wakes every night restless and scared. Despite her mother's reassurance, the fear bites at her. "I saw Chike with his uncle, a man with eyes like a smoke but no flame. They argued and then Chike lost balance and fell, gripping for breath." Ignoring Daberechi's plea, Ada went ahead with the wedding. The village celebrated with joyous drumming and vibrant dance. but Debereshi's heart remained heavy. Later in the evening, a toast is announced. Chike raises his wine glass. A hearty smile blesses his lips. Daberechi sees Chike's uncle, Eneke, i- in a clever and indirect way, slip something into Chike's drink. When he wasn't looking, Daberechi became scared and she began to panic. She had to warn Chike, but how? Suddenly, an idea got to her. Daberechi pushes through the crowd. Her small stature barely noticeable. She managed to get close to Chike. Just then, as Chike raises his glass to his lips, Daberechi shouted, "Uncle Chike, wait, don't drink that." The room fell silent. All eyes turned towards Daberechi. Ada's smiles fade away, replaced by a frown. Chike said to Daberechi, "What is it, little one? Are you having a stage fright already?" Daberechi said to him, "It is your drink, Uncle Chike. There is something wrong with it." Eneke steps forward. His face hardened. A dangerous glint flitters in his eyes, and he said to Daberechi, "What nonsense are you saying, child? Don't embarrass your sister on her wedding day." Daberechi replied him immediately, "But Uncle Eneke, I saw you." Before Daberechi could finish, her mother grabs her arms, her face a mixture of anger and fear. And she said to Daberechi, "Enough. You have had too much pine wine. Go rest." She drags Daberechi away from the stunned crowd. Daberechi cried her eyes out, a sense of helplessness watching over her. Later that night, a commotion erupted outside the wedding tent. Daberechi wakes up with fear gripping her heart. Shouts and cries pierce the darkness. Daberechi peeps through a gap of bamboo wall. What she saw sent a tumor of dread through her. Chike lay with his arms and legs spread out in a way on the ground. His face twisted in pain. Ada hold on tightly to him. She sobs so badly. Eneke standing beside them, his face a mark of insincere concern. Whispers of poison and murder spread like wildfire through the crowd. The next morning, a tense atmosphere covered the village square. Daberechi is brought before the elders, accused of poisoning Chike with her wild visions. One of the elders questions her, "Daberechi, did you confess to this hideous crime? Your accusation against a respected guest are serious." With Dabereshi's voice trembling, she said to the village elder, "I didn't poison Chike. I saw Eneke put something in his drink." Eneke steps forward immediately and said to Daberechi, "This is preposterous. My dear nephew, I would never have harmed you." Ada, pale, speaks up. But Daberechi said the same thing about Chioma. Mama Nneka's fall, and it came to pass. Her mother steps forward and said to Ada, "Please, my child, don't listen to these silly tales. You are mourning. Calm down." One of the elders there, wise and observant, said to their mother, "Mama Ada, is there something you wish to tell us?" She hesitates confused between protecting her child and facing the truth. Finally, she said, Daberechi, my daughter, she has always been different. She sees things that haven't happened yet. As the crowd was murmuring, the elders asked her, visions? Or are you suggesting witchcraft? Daberechi's mother immediately replied him, no, it's a gift. Sometimes it helps, like with Mama Neka's fall. But other times, she couldn't bring herself to say the words, like with Chike's death. The revelation hung heavy in the air. Skepticism battled with a glimmer of possibility. Daberechi, her heart pounding, saw a glimmer of hope. The elders crowded together, their voices low and serious. They reached a decision. Daberechi is to undergo a traditional ordeal. She will be drinking from a pot of boiling water laced with herbs. If she is innocent, the herbs will protect her. If found guilty, she will face the consequences. The elders also said to Daberechi, to prove your innocence, you must drink from the pot. The spirit will guide us. Daberechi stares at the steaming pot. Fear got her, but the memory of her vision, the terror in Chike's eyes, seals her resolve. She will not be silent. I will drink this, she said. Daberechi is blindfolded, and with a trembling hand, she lifts the pot to her lips. The heat burns her throat, but she grits her teeth and drinks down the concoction. The crowd watches with anxious moments ticking by, uneasily long. Then, a miracle. Daberechi, though shaking, emerges unhurt, without suffering any injury, damage, or harm. The crowd break out in a mixture of joy. The ordeal had spoken. Daberechi's innocence was proven, but the mystery of Chike's death remained. Eneke, his face twisted in fury, tries to escape away unnoticed, but one of the elders with sharp eyes caught him and asked him, Eneke, where are you going? You haven't answered the accusation against you. Eneke hesitated, trapped like a cornered animal. He knows the gig is up. He started to stammer. He said, it is a lie. This is just a childish ploy to save our own skin. Daberechi steps forward, her voice ringing with a confidence. She said, no, Uncle Eneke, it is the truth. I saw you. You put something in Chike's drink. You wanted his inheritance. Eneke's face twisted in rage. He launches towards Daberechi, but a strong arm restrained him. He said, lies. These children of these days are always distraught, making up stories. Daberechi faced the elders and said to them, I saw a dark powder in Uncle Eneke's hand during the wedding feast. Then the elders asked Eneke to show them his hands. Show me your hands, one of the elders shouted. Under mounting pressures, Eneke reluctantly revealed his hands. A faint black stain lingers on his fingertips. The elders asked him, "That stain, what is it, Eneke?" Eneke remained silent, his face peeled with fear. The evidence speaks for itself. You have nowhere left to run, Eneke. Confess, and perhaps your punishment will be lighter. Eneke crumbles under the elders' examination, and he reveals his motive: greed for Chike's inheritance. He describes how he cleverly slipped poison into Chike's drink during the wedding. The guards hail him away, his scream echoing through the village. Justice, though delayed, had prevailed. Daberechi's gift, once a burden, had become her salvation. But the cost was high. Ada, heartbroken and alone, mourned the loss of her husband. As days turned into weeks, the grief slowly giving way to acceptance, Daberechi, by Ada's side, offered a silent support. Years later, Daberechi has grown into a young woman. Her vision that used to scare her is now a gift to help others, to prevent misfortune, to guide the village towards a brighter future. One day, she and her mother went to the market to buy foodstuff. Her mother touched a tuber of yam she wants to buy. Daberechi whispered to her, "Mother, wait, don't buy those yams." The mother replied her, "Not again. These are the plumbest yam I've seen all day." Daberechi urgently replied her mother, "But mama, I saw they are rotting inside. We will get sick." Her mother decided to approach another stall to buy. Later, back at home, she cut the yam from the new vendor, revealing to be perfectly good. She said to Daberechi, "You are right. Thank goodness you stopped me." Daberechi smiled. Few days later, the villagers gathered round the village square, their faces full with worry. Their once fertile land dried out with the heat under a relentless sun. One of the villagers said, "We need rain. The gods have forsaken us." Daberechi steps forward, a vision fingering in her mind. She sees a hidden spring, a small fertile spot in a desert where water is found. She said to the villagers, "I saw water, a hidden spring, to the north, past the abandoned bamboo tree." The villagers looked at her with a mixture of hope and doubt. One of them asked, "Daberechi, are you sure?" She replied with confidence, "Yes, I am sure." Inspired by Daberechi's vision, a group of villagers set out to a journey. Days later, they returned with gallons overflowing with water. The villagers jumped up in celebration. They hailed Daberechi as their savior. Daberechi stands beside a grateful crowd. At home, Daberechi's mother embraces Daberechi and said to her, "I am so proud of you. You are a true gift to our village." She replied her mother, "Thank you, Mama. I just wanted to help." Her father enters the hut, warm smile on his face. He had finally come to accept Daberechi's gift. After witnessing how it saved the village, he said to Daberechi, "You are a blessing. The villagers owe you a debt of gratitude. Daberechi feels a sense of belonging. Her gift not only acknowledged but celebrated. One day, Daberechi sits beside Ada, her elder sister, under the same bamboo tree where she received her vision. She said to her sister, Ada, I can't take away the pain of losing your husband, but I can try to share the future I see. Ada asked her, what do you see? She replied her, I see you stronger. I see you laughing again. I see new life booming in our village. And I also see a school where you teach the children. Ada replied her, a school? Okay, Daberechi, let's build a small school. Let's honor Chike's memory by giving life to knowledge. Daberechi's gift, once ostracized, became a beacon of hope. Their journey wouldn't be easy, but with each one supporting each other, they face it head on. For Daberechi, the future was no longer a burden, but a canvas waiting to be painted. And in the heart of Igbo land, a school will rise, a witness to the resilience of human spirit and the unyearning power of sisterhood. Believe in yourself and your unique talent. Dabereshi's foresight, despite initial disbelief, untimely saved the day. Family is the greatest strength. Dabereshi's mother stood by her, believing in her visions and supporting her actions. Truth will prevail. Eneke's lies were exposed, proving that honesty and courage always win. This channel is your village square for captivating stories. Subscribe to be part of the family and join the conversation in the comment section. Let's keep the fire burning. Like this video, share it with your loved ones, and please subscribe to be the first to be notified on our new story. Bye.